Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. Thank you very much for being here. It is a good time. We're back. It is Monday, November 3rd, 2025. That's right. Monday, November 3rd, 2025. The Los Angeles Dodgers are world champions. Game 7. It was amazing. It was awesome. It is November 3rd, 2025, which means breaking news. Xbox still isn't dead. That's right. Who could have guessed it? Who could have guessed it? Who guessed it? Who has two thumbs and guessed it? This guy. Oh, man. What a last couple weeks it's been. Tonight, we're going to go over why Xbox isn't just alive. It's evolving. We're going to talk about some of the drops. We got a really good video dropping tomorrow about what is coming with Xbox. We'll talk about my first impressions on Ark Raiders. It's a good game. It's a ton of fun. It's basically high-end Vigor. And for those of you that don't know, I love Vigor, and so an improved Vigor is even better. We're also going to preview something special, the Reset Toolkit. It drops tomorrow, so we're going to preview that here today on the show. Anybody in chat? Have you guys noticed? Have you guys noticed how the Xbox is dead crowd seems they seem to be quieter, right? They seem to be quieter recently. Welcome everybody to the chat. Dark Knight is here in the house. Happy Mayo is here as well. Happy Mayo says, morning, when you all were talking about strippers' names and you random yelled out Destiny, I almost crashed laughing so hard because that's my wife's name. Oh no! Don't show her that video. Don't show her that. Welcome. Dark Knight is in the house. Dark Knight, how are things in the land of Arizona? Everybody, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for hanging out live. Ben Yang is here in the house. Fulcrum is here. Reactor Leak was here. I think what happened today, I got messed up on the time. I scheduled the time like an hour earlier than I meant to. I don't think I did. I think it's YouTube, and I don't think they took into account the hour change difference. So, how's everybody dealing with the hour change difference? Oh, you already did? Oh, no. Did she laugh? Happy Mayo? I hope she laughed. And was not offended. That's funny. Dark Knight says, doing good, chilling at home, watching Monday Night Football. Is Monday Night Football still not on YouTube TV? I utilize YouTube TV, and I did not realize that YouTube TV and ESPN were in a dispute. I guess I just didn't connect the dots. I saw it online, and then there were some college games on Saturday that I was like, why aren't they showing up here? And whatever, I had plenty to watch. I was watching the Dodgers and then USC as well, but I was like, hey, what is happening? And then I realized, oh yeah, there's that dispute thing that's happening. So sucks to suck and to be in a dispute, but it is what it is. What is everybody playing today? What has everybody been playing this week? Happy Mayo says, oh, when you have a name like that, you learn to laugh at it. She always says, thanks, Mom. That's a keeper. Happy Mayo, you have a keeper. Isn't sense of humor is like the most important thing, right? It really is. If you don't have a sense of humor or don't have a partner with a sense of humor, oh man, life must be hard, especially when you're married to, especially if you're married to someone like me. You better have a sense of humor. It's not going to go well. It's just the reality of it. Let's take a look at some of my tweets. We're going to start. Should we start hot? Shall we start spicy? I really want to address the Xbox's dead crowd because I think we have to expose them. I'm so tired. The deeper I dive into social media, I mean, it's my job to be on social media, but I wasn't really until like the last year and a half, 2 years. I wasn't really immersed in the Xbox journalist, creator content or content creator, social media crowd so heavily as I have been the last 2 years, and people are wrong all the time. In fact, it's the same people that are wrong all the time. There's like these emotional reactions, and I think a lot of it is just for clicks, but I do think there is a social cachet, and I think that everything is changing. I think we're seeing across all industries, from car manufacturing, for instance, to entertainment, music, movies, video game. We're living through a giant disruption. I think that also applies to people who share their opinions online. I think it applies to people who bring you information and entertainment. I think we're going to see a massive shift, and I think we're starting to see that. The Halo. By the way, should we watch the Halo? That's right. I totally forgot to put that in there. The Halo remake, the Halo campaign. Oh, I think it looks amazing. I think it looks amazing. Happy Mayo says, I had a conversation with a friend about Halo, and he asked me how I felt, and I said this remake is not for the OG Xbox players. It's for the new generation of younger kids to learn what Halo is. Amen. And fall in love with it again like we did. Yes. Let's pull up that trailer. And for those of you that don't know, let's see, Xbox Halo campaign, Xbox Halo remake. Here it is, the gameplay demo. Oh, so it's 13 minutes, but that's okay. We can roll through on 13 minutes. I don't think that's a problem. Let's go over. Let's full screen this bad boy, shall we? Dude, that music.
Believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island.
So this is the gameplay demo that they showed off, and they're doing this in Unreal Engine 5. And there are some purists that are like, no, we need a new Halo. I disagree. I do. I am totally fine with this, and for the reasons that Happy Mayo said right there, totally fine with it, because I think it's about introducing this game to new players. I have a friend. His name is Barbara Blake. He may be in chat. Barbara Blake, if you are, hello, or you're watching this. He went back and played, and he wasn't into Xbox during this time when Halo dropped originally. He jumped into Xbox much later, much more recently, and as a result, hold on, let me actually turn this down a little bit. As a result, he's not that impressed with Halo, and I'm like, oh man. But see, I can't separate the way I first felt about Halo when you first play it and then going back to play it versus someone who's just picking up for the first time. If you're just picking up for the first time, it feels old. That's just the reality. It doesn't feel updated. It doesn't feel good. It feels old. And you're like, what is the big deal with Halo? And I'm talking about like OG Halo. We'll talk about Halo Master Chief Collection, 1 through 4. Let's talk about that. 4 a little less so, but 1 through 4. And I think this is great. Bring back the campaign, put it in a new engine with new physics. Yeah, I think there was a time when, gosh, probably like 2019, 2020, when it was like, do we really need all these remakes? Let's get new games. No, I think every classic game, every game that was huge in its time deserves to be remade. There are games that don't need to. There are games that stand the test of time. Platformers, for instance, would fall under that. But even like a Final Fantasy Tactics, you wouldn't think a Final Fantasy Tactics, for instance, needs to be remade or should be remade. No, it absolutely should be remade. That's a game that does stand the test of time with its design and stuff. No, remake it. Bring it up to snuff so that modern day audiences with who are used to new physics and technology and engines can appreciate it in its fullness. And I think that's what this is for, and I think this is a good thing. I also think this is setting up. The total purpose of this is to get everyone everywhere hooked to Halo, and then we'll get a new Halo announcement here that'll drop day 1 on Game Pass. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this... Oh, dude, look at how cool this is.
It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav plate.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Now, this doesn't include PvP multiplayer. Does anybody know this does include campaign multiplayer, though? Because that's the way to that was the funnest time with my friends playing this, and it revolutionized, like, it was so cool to go through and you're like, oh dude, we're experiencing this together. So it does. Poseidon says, oh good to know. Good to know. Good to know. It does have campaign multiplayer. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. Oh, shall we fast forward? Let's fast forward and see. Does anybody here not looking forward? Anyone disagree with me? Anyone here that's like, I don't need it? And for everybody in chat, I saw someone say, I saw someone say in chat, I'm new to Xbox. I'm excited playing with this. There we go. It's Golden Sue. Sorry, I had to say your name like 5 times. Golden Sue says, I jumped into Xbox last year. I'm excited to play this version. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think you are exactly who this is made for. I don't think it's necessarily for those who are Halo fans, die hard through and through. Although I will be going back and playing it. I don't have all the trophies, but I have. When Halo Master Chief Collection came out, we were trying to get all the trophies and still playing on super hard, and finally we were like, we're never gonna make it. So we put it on normal level difficulty and then went through 1 through 4 that way. Oh, it was so much fun. So much fun. Chris says I love Halo. We'll go back to the beginning. Amen. For me, it will be a great Game Pass game since Poseidon. Agreed. I will say only disappointment, it was announced at Halo Championship, and they didn't announce anything about the new multiplayer. Yeah, I for sure. I think seeing what multiplayer comes is going to be exciting as well. But I think it does 2 things here. I think making this announcement says that they're all in on Halo. Halo's not going anywhere. They want to pay it the respect that it deserves, in my opinion, and that there'll be more that you can look forward to. And I think those are important signals. You can't take those signals for granted, everyone. You cannot take them for granted. Skywalker Ray says, I will play it again. Hopefully it has matchmaking built in the menu. Yeah, I would imagine it does. I mean, things are pretty fluid now as far as online is concerned. Dude, look how good this looks. Look how good this looks, though. Dude, that sound, that level up sound, that's cool. Ooh. Oh. Dude. Now, are they updating the AI, the way, like, the enemies react to you and stuff? Because it was always pretty good. Like, that's where, for its time, when it first dropped, was ahead of the game. I remember, like, being amazed that, like, they would be like, he's here! And they'd run away, or then they would come back and try to get you or try to flank you and stuff. So if they upgrade that, too, here with modern engines, modern logic, amazing. Amazing. Brothers Grimm is in the house. What's up, Brothers Grimm? Christy is here as well. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. We are watching the new Halo campaign remake that is coming out and discussing whether or not we should be excited for it. Personally, I'm very excited for it. I think it's a smart move. I think it opens up new players, young players, a new generation to Halo. And I think that that's necessary. I think it's necessary for you to continue to grow the franchise and to take it to next levels, to be on top as a multiplayer experience, as a multiplayer game. I think this is step 1 to that revivification. I wanted to use the word revivification. Yeah. Oh, it looks so good, dude. I'm going to fast forward a little bit more, dude. Let's go. Let's go all the way to 11. Look how good the water looks. Look at the birds off in the background, the clouds. Like this looks cool. This looks fun. This feels like Forza right now. Oh, Christy says, I was watching Cold Eastwood channel and noticed you were on. So it's twice channels. Better vibe here. Hey, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it. Welcome. Thanks for coming over. Cold Eastwood. I don't know Cold Eastwood personally, but he seems like a cool guy. I've had only positive interactions with him, the limited interactions that I have had. So I mean, I take that as a huge compliment that you came over from his stream. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, let's jump into. Oh, really? What? Oh. Let's jump into the Xbox is dead crowd, shall we? I dropped a few tweets. It's been a while since we've live streamed. It's been a few weeks, so we're catching up here with the live stream. Perfect timing as well. We're here at a cutscene. Oh, dude, that game. I'm so excited for that game, everybody. I cannot tell you guys. I genuinely think a lot of people. In fact, there was a post that went up today from someone who was like, "The golden age of gaming was 2000 to 2010 or something like that." I can't remember what the post was, and I disagree. Like, it's always tempting to look back and say like, "Oh, because I was young and I could play all these games and have all these memories with my friends, that was somehow the golden age of gaming." I don't agree with that at all. I think if we're not at the golden age of gaming right now, we're at the dawn of the golden age of gaming. Like, I just think with what's coming down, I'm sorry, when you were a kid, did you have access to hundreds of games for one low monthly cost? No, you didn't. My parents would have, maybe not, but I could have much more easily persuaded my parents, hey, pay for Game Pass for me, please, over, if internet existed, over buying me, a $60, $70 game every other month. So I think we're at the dawn of the golden age of gaming. I think there is a naive newness. And by naive, I don't mean like players are naive. I mean when an industry, I think the industry was ramping up in, like, for instance, online gaming was brand new. And online gaming, when it's brand new, all online gaming was fun. It just was. It's like when social media was brand new. When social media was brand new, social media was fun. It's just evolved now, and you got to know how to utilize it. And I think that's the same with gaming and online gaming. And I genuinely believe we're at the dawn of the golden age of gaming. I think we are going to get. I'm a big believer. Some of you won't agree with me here. I'm a big believer in cloud gaming. GeForce Now is what convinced me, is what converted me to that. GeForce Now is next level, and I think bringing that, enabling everyone everywhere to be able to play on any monitor and stream directly to it with high-end PC levels is huge. Getting more players into gaming is going to be big for us, particularly when it comes to multiplayer experiences. I will say some of the funnest experiences I've had over the last couple weeks between Battlefield 6 and Ark Raiders. Ark Raiders is amazing. We'll talk about it later in the show, but it has been wonderful. I'll give you another example of the dawn of the golden age of gaming. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, this bad boy has enabled me to complete more games, get more game time in the last couple weeks since owning it than I've ever had before. I sit on my couch at night and play. I lay in bed, and instead of watching a TV show, I'll play this before going to sleep and just try to make a little bit more movement and push forward there. Now, that doesn't mean that, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that everything is good. Not everything is good. Not everything is better. But on the whole, I do believe we are at the dawn of the golden age of gaming. And I think I'm incredibly excited about it, and I'm honored. I feel lucky to be a part of this. Yes, it's a disruption period, but imagine, like, I genuinely feel it's like when the car was invented. I do. I think we're living through that kind of disruption. We go from horse and buggy to flying down the road on highways. That is what we're living through in gaming right now. I think we've been on horse and buggy. I genuinely believe that. And I think in the next 10 years, we're going to be flying down gaming highways of goodness, lined with gold, paved with gold. I can't wait. Skywalker says GeForce Now is awesome. I had to get unlimited data from my internet provider because I kept hitting my data limit. Dude, I think that's one thing that will probably end up going away. Data limits are that's like saying sunlight limits. Hey, there's sunlight limits. You can open your window, but you can't open it all the way. You can only let so much sunlight into your window. I despise data limits. I apologize, man. I have had those in my past. Luckily, I'm in a state, in an area that does not have that. So it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Kel and Blood 8284 says, if you still believe this guy, maybe, what did he say? If you still believe this guy, maybe it's time to get a mental health check. This goes for the host. Bro, stop. It's time to grow up. You've been a boy too long. Pinocchio. Ah, yes. One of these haters. Oh, yes. Yes, losers out there. Imagine telling someone to grow up, but you're the dude watching my videos. Like, grow up, bro. If you don't like my stuff, don't be here. Like, that's just the beautiful thing about the internet is you could go and listen to people you enjoy. You don't have to agree with them all the time. You can go and listen to them. You can go enjoy them. But imagine taking the time to tell me that I need to go get mental health, that I need to grow up, that I'm Pinocchio. Just go away. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Just go away. It's all right. We banned him, everybody. We banned him. Dayreez is in the house. Hey, X1. What's up, Dayreezy? How you doing, man? Welcome. Welcome. All right, let's get to our tweet on the Xbox's. The Xbox is dead crowd. The Xbox is dead crowd. Xbox isn't dead. Have you guys noticed that? In case you've been wondering, it's not dead. It's funny how quickly that went away. It's just emotion. I think some of it is not emotion. So this was a tweet from Paul Tassi. This was, again, we haven't been on, so we're kind of recapping here. This was a tweet from Paul Tassi about the details from the Windows Central article on the new Xbox that's coming. We're actually going to recap that Windows Central article. Shout out to Jez Corden. He did a great job on that. That's why they pay him the big bucks, of course. And I thought that he had some good analysis in there. I thought it was very interesting to hear about what is potentially coming with the new Xbox. And this Paul Tassi says this actually sounds very good, potentially. And that would be great, except for, and it is great. I'm glad that Paul Tassi thinks that, but Paul Tassi has been hard on the Xbox is dead crowd. In fact, if you scroll down here in the comments, you can see just 5 days earlier, Xbox won't exist in 5 years. Xbox won't exist in 5 years, but this actually sounds very good potentially. And it's just this reactionary culture that those who are in the know, in my opinion, should not constantly knee-jerk react. I think it comes from a very specific worldview, a very specific gaming worldview, and I think it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here's what I said. Suddenly, Xbox doesn't sound so dead, huh? The old guard isn't about insight. It's about emotion, agenda, clicks. They talk out of both sides of their mouths because that's what performs. I believe the future belongs to creators who are authentic, consistent, and trusted. That shift is already happening. Now, trusted doesn't mean that you don't get things wrong. I get things wrong all the time. I was wrong about the price on the ROG Xbox LIX. I was wrong about the strategy of the price on that as well. It just means that I'm going to tell you when I'm wrong. And I'm not going to emotionally react. Or if I do emotionally react, I'll come back and say, guys, I was pretty emotional about that. That was wrong. Like when I banned that dude today. I was pretty emotional about that. But it's just interesting that you go from Xbox is going to be dead in 5 years to, oh, man, this sounds really good. As more information comes out, yeah, guys, just take a deep breath. Take a step back. I think it is, too, when you're always online, you get stuck in the weeds and you get lost in the weeds. You get lost in the mud and things seem overwhelming because it's all that you're seeing all the time. Most people aren't seeing all this news. Most people aren't seeing all the comments. Most people don't have that same perspective. When you're creating something, you're not paying attention to any of that. You're just creating and moving forward. And that's what's happening there. Here's another one. I'm going to be doing these periodically. Someone asked me, like, why are you doing these? These are dumb. Are you going to keep doing these? And this was on October 28th, so this was, 5 days ago or so. I said, breaking October 28th, Xbox still isn't dead. Experts remain shocked. And I've been screenshotting. I had another post like this the week before. I've been screenshotting the major creators who call Xbox dead. And we'll continue to do it. I do think, and it's not that... It's that it happens over and over and over again. And some creators have an axe to grind, and it's unfortunate. Brothers Grimm Tales. Dude, he's got me. Brothers Grimm, you got the price correct. The UK prices were bang on. That is true. I didn't filter my head. Didn't you know? When I was talking about USD. I was talking about pounds, baby. I was talking about the British sterling. Agreed. Yeah, I just think gaming journalism used to be insight first, and now it's emotion first, and I think that's unfortunate. And I think social media, a lot of it is to blame. I think whatever drives outrage drives traffic. Here's the thing, though. I don't think that that's going to be the case always. I just like everything else evolves and changes. I think, especially with AI, I think that it won't just be outrage. That it will be truth. I think that era of outrage clickbaits, emotional reactions, and then move on to the next thing, and then 5 days later come back and have a video that's completely in favor of Xbox when you were yelling at them and saying that they were dead in the first place 5 days earlier. I think that is changing. I think the rise of creator-led commentary is going to change everything. I think there's going to be options out there. I think people like me will be out there. I say this to everybody who's like, oh, why? How can you go on Twitter? Dude, my Twitter account's it's not hard to stand out amongst the emotion, amongst the noise. And I don't always do a good job of it. I think I add to that noise sometimes, but I try not to. I try to say, okay, how do we not add to the noise today? What do we say that, like, what do I really think, and how do I make it interesting? And how do I say it in an interesting way? I think that the more that you do that, I think you build consistency and trust. I don't think that people want hot takes so much. I think they just want honesty, consistency, and trust. And if you have those three things, if you're honest, even if you're wrong, I know that you were trying. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the future. I also think that, for instance, you know how many times I get the oh, you're just a corporate shill. How am I a corporate shill? You don't have to be a corporate shill to be positive. You just have to be real. If I didn't agree with Xbox's strategy, then I would say, I don't think this is the correct strategy. I think they're making a mistake. I would get a lot more clicks. I'd have huge views if I said that. And here's how you would title it. Xbox bro, Xbox fan, Xbox player leaves Xbox. Dude, I'd blow up. You'd get like, that video would get like 1 million views. But I see what they see. And for the most part, I think that their strategy is correct. You can see where the whole industry is going. And I think Xbox is correct in their strategy. I do. I genuinely do. Doesn't make me a corporate shill. It makes me real. I would love to know what you guys think, though. What do you think? Do you think that there's a shift coming with creators as well? Do you think there's new voices popping up? Do you think old outlets? I do think, having said that, like, for instance, Jez Corden, I've gotten on him in the past because I think he has conflated. Let me rephrase that. He puts under news what is opinion. And I think there should be a hard line there. And mostly it's because I disagree with him on opinions sometimes. And like, why are you putting this in the news article? But I think he's pretty good. And he did some really great reporting last week on the Microsoft leaks and what's coming with the next gen stuff. That was thorough. That was interesting. Anyways, who do you think represents gaming the best right now? Do you think new voices or old outlets? Would love to know. New, old. Should we do a poll? New, old? Just type new or old in chat. Be curious. Also, feel free to send me anyone that you guys think is trustworthy as well. Who you think is good and has some good interesting takes. Let me know. Should we go over Ark Raiders, baby? Should we talk about Ark Raiders, or should we go next gen Xbox first? I think let's go next gen Xbox first, and then let's talk Ark Raiders. Yeah, since we're kind of on the topic here, I think it flows naturally. And so here's that article from Jez Corden that I was talking about. Very good. It's obviously supposed to be a premium experience here, the next gen Xbox that is coming, and the details of what it's going to look like here are really interesting. Dark Knight says, I have noticed lately he has been putting opinion piece at top of articles more often now after that happened. Oh, interesting. Yeah. It should, at the very top, it'll say news or it'll say opinion. So that's good. Yeah, there it is. News right there. I'm like pointing at it. It's by his name. So we'll go through. I did highlight these. I highlighted these for when I was putting a video together earlier. And you can see what's here. But let me recap it first, and then maybe we'll go over some of these highlighted sections. Again, I would highly recommend. In fact, let me share the link here in chat. For those of you who are interested in diving through everything in detail, make sure you go give it a read. I think that this is an excellent. There it is in chat. I just linked it. The headline changed here though from the last time I read this, which is interesting. Anyways, so Microsoft has confirmed, basically top level view, that Xbox is deep in development. The next generation of Xbox, it is going to be a first party hardware. Interesting. they're also not giving up on a first-party handheld as well. So that we can look forward to that as well. But right now, this article is primarily focused on the next generation handheld. Now, Sarah Bond, if you remember, she calls it the biggest technological leap ever for Xbox. She's called that in the past, and it does look to be like it is playing out that way. This isn't, according to this article, this isn't just another mid-gen refresh. This is a technological leap, but also a philosophical leap. It's a console that will also enable you to play PC games. We've guessed that that's the case for a while. That's been something that's been teased, leaked. There's been smoke around that for a while. And I think that's really interesting, and I think it's super cool, but does it work? That's the question. She did say that it'll be premium, that it'll be high-end, and these are on interviews, that it'll be curated. And curated was what brought up the question marks. Well, curated, what does she mean by curated? That's really interesting, curated. And Windows Central gives us what curated means. That means it's a device that brings console simplicity to PC freedom. And we saw a little bit of that with the October update from Xbox, which brought shaders to custom shaders to games for your handheld, for the ROG Xbox Ally X. We actually have a video dropping tomorrow morning all about that. Don't miss it. Make sure you go check it out. But that's part of this new curated, the curated console going forward. The Ally X is step one. The Xbox Ally X is step one. It's beta. It's proof of concept. It's the UI. It's saying, hey, can you have a device that runs Windows and enables you to play console games and PC games at the same time? Let's see how that goes. Let's see where all the pain points are. Let's do that. They actually say in this article that this was part of the decision to go with the partnership with Asus. Was, hey, we need to get out there right away, and then we can work on things. We can basically beta test this for the next generation console. And then they go on to say, we still have plans for a handheld. We just went with this partnership because we could launch it much, much sooner. We could go way faster, and we could test these things. We see, hey, where's the pain points? What needs to be worked on? What do we need to do? What are players doing? Et cetera, et cetera. So super cool. So imagine your next generation console, Xbox. It runs your Game Pass library. It runs your Steam games, and it powers your handheld, but it's all one unified ecosystem. That's basically what the ROG Xbox Ally has right now. It's the Xbox full screen experience, and for the most part, it's pretty good. There are some pain points. For instance, when you first load it up, it takes like an hour to onboard that bad boy and download all the updates. But since then, they have consistently brought updates, improvements. It runs super smooth. You are able, for the most part, to just fire up. For instance, Ninja Gaiden Black, it most recently dropped here for me that I downloaded on it, played it. I didn't have to mess with the settings or anything. I was able to fire it right up, and it played really well. We're playing at 50, 60 frames per second on there, pretty decent graphics. And then I fire it up on my Xbox, and I play from there. And I don't notice a huge difference. I'm sure if I blew it up on a screen, I would notice a huge difference. But it feels just as good on my Series X Xbox. Then I save it there, and I come back, and I'm able to pick up right where I left off on my handheld. And that is this freedom. That is just freeing. It's freeing. I can't explain it any other way. I don't have to choose anymore. I'm so excited for this. I think this is the right way forward, as long as they can deliver on it. And to deliver on it, because there's been some people that have messaged me and said, I'm not into PC. I like consoles. I like the simplicity of console. I think I'm out. I'm not sure about the direction that Xbox is going here. And at least according to Jess Corden here, that's not going to be the case. It's going to feel like when you fire this up, it will feel like a console. It will have a console onboarding system. It will have the simplicity of a console. But if you want to play PC games, you'll also be able to go to Windows mode and do that. So you're getting the best of both worlds here. What you're getting is just more options. They're not taking away the console feel for you. They're bringing PC the console feel, I think. That's how I'm translating it. A box that acts like a PC but feels like a console, that's golden. Because PC is a pain sometimes. Hey, PC Master Race guys, you're right. The PC is amazing. You can tweak it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can optimize it till your heart's content, but that is a pain in the ass. You got to admit, it's a pain in the ass sometimes. It comes with really cool things like modding, upgrades, etc., but not everybody wants to do that all the time. Not everyone wants to figure out where I got to install this file and where I got to drop it in to have these cool effects. Like, they just want to fire it up and press a button and play their game. So if you can bring the console simplicity to PC games and PC gaming, it's game over, in my opinion. Absolutely game over. If they pull this off, first of all, we don't know what PlayStation is doing. I think PlayStation is going to go this direction as well. They have to see the writing on the wall. In a world where PlayStation continues to be just console locked and Xbox says, no, we go everywhere, the choice, you'll be able to play PlayStation games on your Xbox with this. It's the next era of Xbox here, right outside the box. We won't be limited to mods. We'll be able to get mods, upgrades, full freedom of PC on a console. If it works, if they can deliver on this. A PC with ease of use. I can't wait. Yeah, that's what it is. So let me ask you guys this. Everybody in chat, because I know that there are some who disagree. Would you want a hybrid Xbox? Do you want a hybrid Xbox that runs Windows under the hood, or do you want to keep it console only always? And let me caveat that here. If it is a PC Xbox hybrid, but it feels like an Xbox, does that matter? Does it even matter to you? Like, if you don't even know that it's a PC, it feels like a console, it acts like a console, but you can also play PC games? How is that anything but good? I just don't understand how that's bad. In my opinion, that's great. And let me tell you, where's my, hold on. I got a object lesson. I got to raise this up for an object. Here it is, right here. Here it is right here. I can tell you guys, the freedom, this is a beta of the freedom that we're about to get. As someone who's experienced it, I love it. I think that having more options, even Colin Moriarty, who he's no fan of Xbox. He's a hardcore PlayStation guy. He tweeted out this. He did say, I don't think that this will be a market success, but this is very consumer friendly. I agree. I mean, how is it anything but consumer friendly? I think it's why I think we're at the dawn of the golden age of gaming. Things are happening. Technology has never existed before that is coming to fruition. The new AMD silicon that's going to be in these next Xboxes is going to enable you to not just play console games, but also PC games, to play all your backwards compatible games, to play your PC games, your mods, etc. Like, we're unlocked. Combine that with cloud gaming and streaming and subscription. I think we are unlocking a world that as children we could only dream of. So Chris D says the ROG is super sweet. For me, it's an introduction into PC. I'm a newbie to PC. I agree. So that's me. I didn't know a lot. Like, I didn't know anything. Like, what is a shader? A shader? Like, I understood the concept kind of, and then I did a deep dive. Oh, this is how this is a shader. This is how they work. This is what they use them for. So stay tuned. We got a video all about the ROG Xbox Ally X and the shaders that dropping tomorrow. We actually did a poll on this. Let me go to the poll. Hold on. I thought I had the poll up. I did not. Hey, fun fact, I didn't have the poll up. So we did a poll on this question of, do you want a hybrid? Do you want the next generation of Xbox to be a hybrid something or other? And we got some responses here. Let me just blow this up for you. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, right there. This was 11 days ago. Again, apologies, I haven't streamed in a while. If the next Xbox really becomes a PC console hybrid, would you want that? 63% of you said yes. 15% said maybe. Depends how PC it really is. 13% no, I prefer a true console. And 9% says not sure. So a few things right off the bat. I think most of you are on board here. That's interesting. I think that's the evolution of gaming. It's less hardware, it's more access, and I think you can see that in these numbers. I would be willing to bet if we were to ask this question 3 years ago, no wins. Like, I like, it feels like we've evolved even as consumers to the point where we recognize that it's less about hardware and more about access here. So it's going to be really interesting. The 13% who prefer a pure console, I do think that that's valid. I think it's a valid concern, and I think it's going to be, it's Xbox's job to convert that 13%. It's Xbox's job to show off, hey, don't worry, you're going to get that true console experience here. You're just also going to have these options. And if they can deliver that, you're going to convert that 13%. Zero questions. Zero questions asked in mind. I also think that the market's just changing here. I think it is better to have more options. And so I think the days of walled gardens and I have to own this hardware to play on to play this game. I think we're very limited in that, and time, we're slowly going away from that. I think that's what the Ally X is doing. It's blurred the lines for sure. And I think that's where Xbox is heading. And that's why that was, when you look back at it now, it was a pretty smart it was a pretty smart partnership for them. If they nail this, I think this is like the Apple Silicon moment for Xbox. It's a total rethinking of the gaming ecosystem. If they can nail it, it's game over. If. The big if. And the if is on them. They have to come out and prove it. And that's why they get paid the big bucks. It's high risk, high reward. I think I don't even know that. Well, I guess it's high risk. It's high risk, high reward. And I think that they own the market if they can do it and do it successfully. So, I mean, think about that. Yeah, you're going to be able to play MMOs. You're going to be able to play Blizzard games, Riot Legends games. The whole shop. Skywalker says a lot of MMOs, RTS, and 4X games play best on PC. The Xbox hybrid console is a buy for me if I can play all PC games, dude. Dude, you sound like a man after my own heart. Amen, brother. 4X strategy games are my favorite genre of all time. And I've always said, I jumped in. I missed the World of Warcraft train. I did jump into World of Warcraft Vanilla and had a blast with it. Imagine being able to play that on your Xbox, on your TV, in your living room. Oh. What they need, what the whole industry needs, I don't think that there are good options right now. And I've done a lot of... there's nothing that fits what I want. I want a couch, mouse, and keyboard that isn't freaking huge and bulky and requires me to... I don't know how you would do it. I guess you just got to use a dinner TV table, like one of those foldable TV tables, I guess. And I know there's options, like there's the foam ones that sit down. I just haven't found one that I want to get. Because, yeah, I'm with you. 4X games with a mouse and keyboard. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Let's take some comments from chat here as well. Let me just scroll back up through the comments. The Biggest Garlic says, I think the whole industry is going PC. I have nephews who all grew up on the Xbox and PlayStation. They all now play on PC and play the same multi-platform games they always did. Yeah. Again, I don't think that think about our kids. Like, they're on a plethora of devices. My daughter and my son, they use Minecraft at school for teaching. They play that on my Xbox that I have. They've played that on the Nintendo Switch. They've played that on their laptop. They play it on their tablet. Like, they've played it everywhere. I think that's the norm for the next generation of gamers that is growing up. They're used to having instant access to content everywhere, including gaming content. The Duck of Death says, I think it has to separate boots just from the way people love to complain and be called. The amount of work involved in locking down the Windows UI would be immense. It's going to be interesting to see if they can pull it off for sure. Jimmy Max says, I'm using cloud more and more. I'd be fine with an updated Logitech G Cloud. Dude, I think the reality is in the future, cloud is going to be a huge part of everything that we do. Please Rebirth says, I prefer the future of games just being accessible where the gamer chooses to play. I don't understand why people think it's so important which box they are using to game. Yeah, agreed. It's like nobody's like, oh, I have Netflix. I hate Amazon Prime. I hate that I think the Netflix exclusives are just way better than the Amazon Prime exclusives. And even though I watch, let's throw out a show. I don't know, what's a show? Even though I'm a huge fan of freaking the Animaniacs or Pinky and the Brain, I'm so mad that it's now available over on Amazon Prime as well. What, you can buy that on Amazon Prime? Oh, I hate it. Like, no one talks about that with any other medium, but for some reason in gaming, that exists. It's so foolish. Dark Knight says, the next generation of gamers don't care where they play on. They just want to be able to play there. Yeah. My wife plays Brothers Grimm. Says, my wife plays Candy Crush on mobile phone. My youngest players Minecraft on tablet. The older ones have Xbox and PlayStation. Dude, that sounds like a nice graduation of ages there. Like, they graduate to the next platform. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. For those of you that are watching, first of all, thank you very much for being here live. Thank you for hanging out. Goal is here to live stream on every Monday and Wednesday. we took a few weeks off here. We had some things that we were taking care of and doing and preparing, but we're back. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for being here live. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. It very much helps the show. It helps what we're doing with here, or what we're doing with. It helps us with what we're doing here. So thank you. I appreciate that very much, and I just love hanging out with you guys, so appreciate it. Let's talk about Ark Raiders, shall we? That's a great way to a great next segment. And for those of you that don't know, let's actually go through. Let me pull up that video here. We do got 28 likes. Let's get up to 33. On my side, we're at 35 as well. Let's get that singularity, baby. Let's get to the singularity. What is the singularity, you may ask? For those of you that are new, it's getting the same amount of likes as viewers. The same amount. And we're at 28 and 35. We're so close. We are so close, everyone. We are so close. This is actually my gameplay here of Ark Raiders. And for those of you that don't know, this is on the X1 Bros. In fact, let me share a link with you to this video if you guys want to go through and watch it. This is on the X1 Bros channel. This is recorded by the one and only Mr. McSpicy. For those of you that don't know what the X1 Bros are, it is a podcast, an Xbox podcast that I've been doing and been a part of for since the Xbox One launched, for like 13 years, 11, 12 years, 13, I don't know how many years. A lot of years. And this is Lobby Legends over on our X1 Bros channel, where we put together some gameplay. This was our very first impressions of it. This is not even impressions. This is just our first playthrough here that we're watching and we're discovering it. This is actually from Spicy, but there I am. We're actually twins. We have the same face that we used in our creator. And I am loving this game. For those of you that don't know, this channel started as a Vigor channel, and eventually I merged it and changed it to be an Xbox only channel. I very much enjoyed Vigor. So Vigor is a free-to-play from Bohemian Interactive looter game, similar to Tarkov, similar to Ark Raiders. It's a ton of fun. It's third person. I would actually say that Vigor's closer to Ark Raider just because of the third person aspect there. And it feels great. As a former hardcore Vigor player, it feels amazing to be in Ark Raiders. It's smooth. The game loop is a ton of fun. The maps, so you unlock new maps as you go along. There's a bunch of quests from people back at your base. You can get, there's crafting in the whole shot. You can upgrade, and then you go in and you get out. You fight the arcs that drop. They're like robots that come and fight. So it's PvE, PvP. Which I think is a really nice combo there, having to worry about both the enemy computers and then also humans there. Now it is a hardcore looter, so when you die, whatever you take in, if you die, you lose. Whatever you get out with, you're rewarded with. So there is like the risk reward payment system there. So right here, in fact, here, let's put this on. Hold on, let's put this on quiet and pull up the volume. So this was, let me actually rewind this. So this was a part in the game.
Oh yeah, and I see that on the map.
Oh yeah, this was a part of the game. We're like discovering it. So this is our first gameplay.
Okay.
Oh, I see. And you're white.
And you can hear it. That's me.
Oh yeah, check it out over there.
And that's where people are extracting. And there's people over there.
So
oh dude, wait, there's people down there. Yep, you see them?
Yeah, I do.
Oh dude, they're like camping it.
And there's robots attacking them. I just saw a robot fly by.
All right, let's go get them.
Let's go get them, baby.
Let's do it. Let's go engage.
We're aggressive. We are aggressive.
Can I speed down this?
So we find this ladder.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down this ladder.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You just died.
Oh no!
What? Wait, there's no spot. How do you? Oh shit!
We didn't know this ladder didn't go all the way down.
I mean,
and then you're dead, so you have a chance to revive.
We're dead.
We can't revive.
Wait, can I heal you?
No,
Wait.
we're both down. We just lost.
Let's see if we can crawl
Oh,
through the place.
dude. And so
I can't
the
crawl
thing
over
about
anything.
these kinds of
The
games,
twins did not last long.
yeah, the thing about these kinds of games is that is exactly the kind of memories. Like, they're just a ton of fun. That's exactly the kind of memories that you get in these kind of games. Let me actually just fast forward here to the next part of the gameplay. But it's about risk reward. It's about being silent as you move, deciding, hey, do we go for this? Do we go for this next set of loot, or do we not? It's got a good mix, or a unique mix, I think, of sci-fi atmosphere and boots on the ground chaos that just works here. And you could see some of that chaos there as we fell and died. I went in not knowing what to expect. I know that a lot of people felt really, or have really enjoyed it and are really excited about it, and very much, we're very much high on this game. Saw a lot of streamers talking very positive about it. I'll be honest. I thought to myself, I don't know if I'm ready to jump back into a game like this, and then I did, and I was reminded why this genre is so much fun. It makes multiplayer shooters feel new. Like, it just does. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun to play with friends. Highly recommend it. It is $39. There's a deluxe pack, I think, for $59. So I have not yet fired it up on my ROG Xbox Ally X. I have a friend though who has and says it runs really well on there. So I'm going to be testing that out here on the ROG Xbox Ally X. That's a tongue twister. Imagine saying that 10 times fast. That is one thing. You want to criticize Xbox? They got to change their names, man. Their names they could use some work, some simplification. Definitely some simplification there for sure. Has anybody else had a chance to play through this? What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. Just call it the Xbox handheld. You're a genius, my friend. Yes. Wait, should I just call it the Xbox handheld? Or should Xbox just call it the Xbox handheld? Anyways, I very much enjoy it. It's a ton of fun. Before we wrap up, everyone, thank you very much for being here and hanging out. Obviously, I do want to share something special that I've been working on. It's actually why I didn't stream, because I've been working on this in my extra time, the extra hours that I have, and that is the Reset. And the Reset Toolkit that officially drops tomorrow. So for those of you who are not yet signed up for my newsletter, at first the newsletter was just me talking about gaming and Xbox and basically just expounding upon the videos that we were doing. But over time, I realized that I already talk about video games. Why not share something a little bit more real? And that is the Reset, the resetgg.com. That's the resetgg.com. Maybe should I pull it up? Let me pull it up. Here it is right there, the resetgg.com. Let me pause this other video. What is the purpose of the Reset GG? It's all about helping gamers, creators, and those of us that work from home. The work from home warriors. It's about resetting our routines, refocus, rebuild momentum. That's what it'll be about. So I wrote this article. I thought of this idea. I came up with this, and I became passionate about it because I work from home and I have a job that is always online, and I get to talk to thousands of people every single day. I get to interact with thousands of people, and it's amazing, and it's a huge blessing, and I very much enjoy it. However, I don't think a lot of people realize how lonely that can be. It's absolutely lonely. And as I've, I've been doing this professionally for the last 7 years now, in the gaming space. My current role similar to this. And I realized I think there's a lot of people that feel just like me. I think there's a lot of gamers out there and creators out there. I think there's a lot of work from home warriors. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Work from home warriors. I thought of it earlier, and now saying it makes me laugh. But I think there's a lot of us that feel the same way. I think there's a lot of us that we we feel lonely or sad, or that we have goals. We've gained a lot of weight. We need to lose weight. We lack motivation now. And there's just a plethora of issues out there. And that's this newsletter. And that's it right there. Join the Reset. You just click on that and join the newsletter. It's just about helping gamers and creators reset routines, refocus, rebuild momentum. My wife is a mental health counselor. She's a licensed therapist. And in talking with her about everything, I put together the toolkit, the Reset Toolkit, and I put it together for myself initially. I'm not a huge therapy guy necessarily. I'm not like, oh, I need to go sit and talk about my problems. What I am is a gamer. And what I am is someone who's like, okay, here are the actions you need to take, do them and track them. Here's the points that you can get. And I can attest that the Reset Toolkit helped get me out of my funk. It helped get me out of burnout that was there. And so if you sign up, you do get free access to that. If you sign up now, you can get it for free. It's my gift to everyone who's been part of this community from day one. So a huge thank you to you guys. If you can relate, if you have a similar story, consider joining, consider subscribing. This isn't just about gaming. It's about balance. It's about energy. It's about resetting your entire day. If you've already signed up, a lot of you are already signed up. Check your inbox tomorrow morning. The toolkit's coming your way then. So sign up, join me. Something I'm very passionate about, and we're gonna get weekly posts and really become a support group. I guess I don't know how to. I don't really want to call it a support group. A guild. We call it a support guild or a clan. You can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely. You can. Yes. Anyways, join the Reset. I'm very excited about it. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I hope it helps people. I know it's helped me just thinking through these things and doing them. I know it's added motivation to me. It's helped me. Fun fact: I've lost 20 pounds over the last little while, and I'm continuing to lose. I feel, I feel like I'm in a good place, and I think that's from these exercises that I've been doing. And I want to share that journey because I know there's a lot of other people out there experiencing similar things. And there you go. Anyways, very excited about it. Again, consider join the Reset. I'll drop the link one more time there. And that's going to do us for today, everybody. Oh, I'm so excited. Xbox isn't dead. Is it dead? Did it die during the show? No, it didn't. It's not dead. It's redefining itself for sure, but it's not dead. Ark Raiders. I think Ark Raiders is fun. It proves that genre has a long way to go and is absolutely relevant. And when you do it right, you do it right. I think Sarah Bond's vision that she's talked about innovation with the next generation Xbox, I don't think it's done. I think we're going to see more of that there. And the Reset GG, the resetgg.com, it launches tomorrow. We're building something that's bigger than just games over there. My tagline, what do you guys think of my tagline? When life lags, reset. Let me know. Have a great rest of your evening, guys. I'll be back on Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll have a members only after show. We won't have one tonight, but we'll have one on Wednesday. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.